Shalom, shalom. It's the brother Yahweh Shapar coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Alahaya Nawa by Hashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do teach and rule well in these scriptures, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Got another quick one. Us men are the prize, man. And in particular, the men who serve Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, who fear Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, who reverence Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. This is Isaiah 4:1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Now, in that day, man, it's talking about a time of Jacob's trouble, in the day of calamity, man, in the day of trouble, man. You know what I'm saying? Basically, around that time when all hell breaks loose, these women are going to be begging to get with a man of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. No matter how you look, it ain't gonna be about how you look or about how many muscles you got. It's gonna be about, is the Lord dealing with you? Is the Lord with this man? You know what I'm saying? Hey, these women gonna be ready to get down with us in that day, man. And right now it's not like that because, brothers, these women, man, there ain't nothing wrong with us, but these women want effeminate men. They want a man who's worried about his appearance all the time. Which there's nothing wrong with worrying about your appearance, but worrying about your appearance too much can become feminine. You know what I'm saying? And it can make you effeminate. Ain't nothing wrong with going to get a haircut, man. But you got guys out there that constantly want to get their beard shaved up. Everything they do is about impressing these women. Salakia. So, it's common sense, man, that women, they go after that guy that has a certain level of nonchalantness about himself. They don't like nice guys. They like guys who are mean, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? They like guys who are rough. Having hair on your face is a natural aphrodisiac for a woman. It's been scientifically proven. So Jake love to shave their beard. Jake love to trim their face, man. The only thing that separates you from a woman and a child is that hair on your face. It's a distinctive quality that the Lord gave us to, separate the man from a woman and a child. A lot of guys like to cut their beard off because it make their woman feel comfortable. And it ain't about what makes a woman feel comfortable. It's about what, is pleasing to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai at the end of the day, man. Fuck if she can't get with you how you are, hey, kick her ass to the curb, man. But don't trim your way for anybody, and especially not for no damn woman, because they at the end of the day, man, they gonna come to us, man. Brothers who ain't got a woman right now, man, hey, me, myself, personally, sometimes Jake could go 6 months without the Lord throwing a dog a bone. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, man, without getting some box. And then, hey, the Lord will give you that balance. But for the most part, man, brothers who are in this truth, we could get women. It ain't that brothers can't get women. It's just that, that's not what our focus is, man. You know what I'm saying? And when you caught up in warring in the spirit, you really don't have time to be entangled with a woman. Women are a distraction, especially for a man who has a mission. The Apostle Paul was speaking about in the scriptures how he wished, every man who's in his truth was as himself. Apostle Paul wasn't dealing with no woman. His woman was Sophia, was wisdom. The Apostle Paul was strictly, dedicated to his mission that Yahweh Shai gave him, man. And that's how most of us are. When you have a woman, man, you got to take care of, women require maintenance. They need a lot of attention. And it's like, we don't have time for that right now. But there's going to come a point in time where these women are going to get with the program and they gonna want to get with us, man. You know, because in this society, in this world, women are set up on a pedestal. You know what I'm saying? When in all actuality, I just heard a woman say this, man. Women's value decreases over time. A man's value increases over time. So who's really the catch? The man is. You know, the Lord created us, man, to be conquerors. And what conqueror are you if you just conquer one woman? That shit, hey, brothers, that shit don't sit right with me in the spirit, man. It don't. Now, I will say this. If you have a situation that the Lord's blessed you with, you got a woman, that's cool. But it's not unlawful to deal with multiple women. You know what I'm saying? And when I say deal with them, hey, but the thing is, man, the scriptures talk about being able to afford that. If you're gonna deal with two women, you got to take care of both of them, and we don't have that power to do that right now, man. So we kind of do not have that option. Some brothers, hey, when you dealing with them, the heathen woman, you can, we don't have to marry them. We don't have any obligation to them. But when it comes to an Israelite woman, we kind of, you know, according to the law, statutes, and commandments, we're commanded to deal with them a certain way. So it would be wise, it's wiser and easier to deal with these heathen women, man. You know, and our women ain't shit right now anyway. They completely out of order and they're very undesirable. You know, even with them being the most desirable women on this earth, man. But all that's gonna change, man, when all hell breaks loose. The pride of these women will be destroyed, and they'll, some of them are actually gonna come to the realization that they need a man, in the very near future. This is Isaiah 32:2. And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry land, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. So the Lord is going to make it to where, you know, hey, he's going to put his men in particular. The Lord is going to put his men in particular on a very high level. He's going to bring them status. We're going to be we are valuable now, but our value is going to increase when our hell breaks loose. Because without a man, a woman's not going to have any form of a hedge or protection. She's going to need to be with the man of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. A lot of these women ain't going to get with the program, and a lot of them going to be put to death. But some of them will actually get with it, man. And that's why Isaiah 4:1 is going to come into place. So women are a very small thing. They're not something that, you should be, we ain't supposed to be worried about no fucking woman right now, man. To be honest with you, every time I wanted a woman, and in particular, and I got with her, the Lord will give you what you want sometimes, and you will realize that what you asked for isn't what you want. Hey, man, these women, man, hey, we can't live with them, can't live without them, but they're a big distraction. You know what I'm saying? And dealing with a woman, it comes with its own type of hell that you gonna catch, man. So, brothers, man, if you don't have a woman, man, right now, don't be discouraged. Don't be ashamed of that. That's cool, man. That means you got ample time to serve the Lord. You don't have that distraction, which is good to, it's cool to have a woman, man. And even, like I say, man, these women aren't our wives, so a lot of the times the Lord, he didn't threw me a bone. It's just a personal testimony. He didn't threw me a bone, man. I get my rocks off and I get back focused. If that woman's cool and, I can deal with her, I'll pop her again or whatever, man. But, I know she ain't my wife. I know it's just my turn. These are things that you got to realize, man. We ain't here to be in a lovey-dovey husband ass spirit, man. That ain't our path. That ain't what the Lord got us doing right now. But hey, the apostles talk about dealing with prostitutes, man, and it's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, man, it's actually easier for you to get your rocks off and keep it moving than for you to have to be obligated to a woman in this current time that we living in. You know, as a matter of fact, you know, I don't knock brothers who have a woman. You know what I'm saying? I got a woman, but you know, it gets irritating sometimes, man, because they don't, you know, they don't care about the truth like we care about the truth, man. And it ain't no woman in the truth. And to be honest with you, it ain't no good woman. King Solomon said that, you know, which he had time to do this, he went through 1,000 women and could not find not one good woman among 1,000 women. So what makes us think that we can find one? You know, no matter what, man, you gonna catch some type of hell dealing with a woman, man. But hey, if the Lord got you with a woman, that's cool. The scriptures talk about that. Art thou bound to a wife, seek not to be loosed. Art thou loosed from a wife, seek not to be bound. You know, and I'm roughly paraphrasing that scripture. Akim Salakia. Didn't mean to butcher it, but yeah, man, you know, we gonna get women, man. Women are a small thing. You know, Elder Pastor Hart said it, man, and it hit home for me. A woman is a toy, man. You know, he said you play with her when you get bored or when you feel like it. But she's not something that you put on a pedestal. She's not somebody that you hold in such high regard that you lose yourself. A lot of men lose themselves behind these women, and the scriptures talk about that. Many have run out of their wits for women. You know, a lot of brothers and fell out of this truth behind a woman, man. A lot of brothers are in jail, in prison right now behind a woman. You know, so you got to watch these women, man. You know, and you just got to be, remember what we involved in. You know, that regular lifestyle that you may see a regular Jake be able to live, and you know, he all about his woman. We cannot be like that in this truth. And that's the reason why a lot of us don't have a woman. Either we got one woman or we don't got one. You know, but you know, the point of this lesson was just to bring out that the Lord is going to bring that importance back to me, and He's already doing that, and He's diverting. You know, Salakia, He's diverting. You know, all of that praise and all of that prestige that Eve has gotten over here, and He's turning it into shame. He's turning the glory of you women into shame, man. When we get on the subject of women, man, you know, Jay can go on and on, but that's not what I meant to do. You know, I had points and I definitely hit them through the spirit, but you know, hey, the Israelite man is the most important man on this earth right now. All of us who are in this truth, you know, we're the men of importance. We're the real high value men, and these women are gonna see that the closer and closer we get to the end. You know, so I'm gonna go ahead and with that. Um, I'm gonna close out. Lord willing, this is edifying, and until the next one, I say shalom.